What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And the reason why I'm so excited is we have breaking news and great news on the McAllister to Liverpool transfer saga. With some people are even saying that the deal is very close to being done and the negotiations are advancing at a very good rate. So we will have all the details in this video, but first let me know your score prediction for Liverpool Aston Villa. Liverpool absolutely have to keep winning. We have an outside chance still to finish in the Champions League places. We basically need Newcastle to drop 4 points and Liverpool to win by big margins against Aston Villa and Southampton, or we also need Man United to drop 4 points. What is the most likely scenario to happen? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed these videos, leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here so you stay up to date with all the Liverpool latest transfer news updates. And some Portuguese journalists even went as far as saying that McAllister is set to join Liverpool from Brighton on a permanent deal, all concluded between clubs and with the player. But that is not quite the case, because the highly respected Italian journalist Fabrizio Romano said that McAllister is one of the priority targets for Liverpool, but it's not a completed done deal yet. Let me clarify, because the feeling I had in the last few weeks, okay, it's a done deal, McAllister will join Liverpool, but not yet. It is advanced and the discussions are getting more and more advanced on the player side to negotiate, but it is not completed yet, and so that deal is still open. But what is certain is that everything is in place from Liverpool's point of view for McAllister to join. And yes, McAllister signed a new contract last October, but he might have a formal or informal agreement with Brighton that if a big club comes in for McAllister this summer, that he will be let go. And that is, I think, the agreement that Brighton had with McAllister. They just signed the new contract with McAllister to basically protect his value so he doesn't go on a cheap. But I think Brighton will sell McAllister for around 50, 55, maybe even 60 million pounds and not like 75, 80 million, because Brighton's whole club model is resting on buying young players, developing them and selling them on for a huge profit. Of course, they also buy experienced players, like James Milner is on the verge of signing for Brighton, because you need a mix of young youth and experience to be successful in the Premier League. But their club model rests on, developing young players, and when they are ready to jump ship and when they can be sold for massive profit, that's when they sell him. And it would set a dangerous precedent if Brighton didn't let McAllister go, because it's pretty clear after winning the World Cup that McAllister wants to join a big club where he can challenge for titles and trophies, where he can play in the Champions League regularly. Yes, Liverpool might not be in the Champions League, but Liverpool are a Champions League club. We showed that in the past 5 years, playing in 3 Champions League finals. So not being in the Champions League one season, McAllister wouldn't be deterred with that. So McAllister has offers and proposals elsewhere, but an agreement of some sort has been made that Liverpool will hit the table first. So this is now a waiting game. And basically Fabrizio Romano also said that McAllister has said yes to Liverpool, but the deal is done not yet, which is really exciting and also promising. McAllister is also wanted by Manchester United and Arsenal, but Liverpool are looking to tie up this deal as quickly as possible. The Daily Express journalist Ryan Taylor said that he's expecting Liverpool to win the race for McAllister's signature. And Brighton pretty much already accepted losing McAllister. They are not denying that McAllister is leaving the club. They are basically already resigned to it, and they are already looking for the replacement. They are already working on transfers to replace McAllister in their starting 11. Dean Jones said he just needs to put his foot on the ball, have a breather, and know that he can go into preseason with a fully fit squad. That's what Dean Jones said about Jurgen Klopp's plans for the transfer window, and also a couple of additions that are ready to go from day one of next season. I think that's why you are already hearing so much about Liverpool's transfer targets, especially around around McAllister, because Liverpool would want to get this deal done quickly. It says a lot that even Brighton aren't playing it down at the moment. They are almost accepting of the situation. They are already making replacement plans as well. So I think it's looking good from a Liverpool point of view. So I think this is now the most encouraging news, that the deal is at a very advanced stage. Brighton and Liverpool are negotiating on a transfer fee, and if they can find an agreement, and I think the base fee will be somewhere between 40 and 50 million pounds, and then it depends on how much the bonuses, how many bonuses do Brighton want, and how much money do they want on top of the base fee. So I think it will come down to around maximum 50 million base fee and a maximum 20 million bonuses, but it might be even cheaper than that, because I think Alexis McAllister has an agreement with Brighton that if a big club comes in for him, then he will be able to leave. He will be let go by Brighton. And today will be a very emotional day as well, with Bobby Firmino, Naby Keita, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain leaving Liverpool, and James Milner as well. I really hope that Liverpool can cap it off with a victory. Let me know, guys, how are you feeling ahead of Bobby Firmino's last home game at Liverpool. I think he has been an absolute Liverpool legend, 8 years of Liverpool, and he is the epitome of the Jurgen Klopp era. He is like one of the cornerstones, one of the vital parts of this Liverpool side, and this is an end of an era, definitely, with Milner, Keita, Firmino leaving, but hopefully we will sign proper replacements, and we already signed replacements for Bobby Firmino, Darwin Núñez, Luis Diaz, Diogo Jota, Cody Gakpo. We recently signed 4 attackers, and those are very exciting players. Hopefully we can sign as exciting midfielders like Alexis McAllister. And according to English media sources, Liverpool have offered McAllister a huge salary which triples his current deal, and that's what it takes to get a McAllister or a player of that caliber. McAllister already has 12 goals and 2 assists in 37 appearances across all competitions for Brighton, and what I love about McAllister is he has a brilliant engine. He can dribble with the ball, he can score from range, he has really good composure, and he's a leader as well. And I mean, the fact that he scored a 98th minute penalty against Manchester United shows that he has nerves of steel as well. And Neil Jones is also reporting that Adam Lallana has made a report to Jurgen Klopp on Alexis McAllister. Jurgen Klopp is believed to have received glowing feedback on McAllister's character and training habits from Adam Lallana, which is really exciting. McAllister is the one Liverpool want and the one that they think they can get, and I think it's a realistic transfer. It's much more realistic than signing Jude Bellingham for 130 million. And the fact that Brighton has pretty much already given up keeping McAllister at their club is very encouraging and very promising. You won't find a player with as much experience and as much ability as Alexis McAllister at just 24 years old. He has Premier League experience, he has World Cup winning experience, which is huge, and at just 24 years old there are not many midfielders like that, for sure. And even though James Milner is only 37 years old, he made 41 appearances this season. Only 7 players at Liverpool played more games than James Milner. Jurgen Klopp was desperate to keep him, but not as a player, but as an assistant coach. He wanted to utilize the midfielders' 2-decade knowledge as a Premier League player. But James Milner still thinks that he's good enough to play in the Premier League, and good for him. And I hope when he retires fully from playing, he comes back and becomes an assistant manager at Liverpool, because I think he's a very vocal leadership. He has great leadership. He is a leader, and he's a very vocal guy in the dressing room. So I think as an assistant coach, Jurgen Klopp would love to have him back, maybe in a season or two, But good luck to him if he joins Brighton, and I hope Brighton will qualify for Europe and James Milner can play with Brighton in the Europa League and in the Premier League next season. He probably won't be like a regular starter in every game, but he can certainly play a lot of games at Brighton as well, and his experience is absolutely phenomenal. And Daily Express journalist Ryan Taylor also claimed that Joe Gomez's future could hinge on potential bids for him. So if Liverpool get a 15-20 million pound bid for Joe Gomez, I think Liverpool would be open to selling him. But if no really good bids arrive for him, then I think we will keep him. It's hard to say really. Liverpool would be probably open to losing Joe Gomez, according to the journalist, and replacing him if they had the chance to get a decent fee, because then we could sign a proper replacement. I also have to mention what one potential stumbling block in the McAllister deal could be if Liverpool miss out on Champions League football, and for example Man United and Arsenal will finish in the Champions League. Arsenal is certain to finish in the Champions League places, and Man United have a good chance. That might be a disadvantage in negotiations, that Liverpool will be outside of the Champions League and for example Man United will be inside of the Champions League. But Jurgen Klopp said that he doesn't want players who just want to jump on a moving train. He wants players who wants to push the train forward and not just jump on the train when the train is already heading to a great destination. So if Liverpool do miss out on the Champions League and McAllister doesn't sign for Liverpool, then Jurgen Klopp doesn't want him. If he only wants Champions League football, he should go elsewhere. If he truly wants to play for Liverpool, and if he truly wants to play for Jurgen Klopp, then he should come to Liverpool. That's Jurgen Klopp's philosophy, and I think it's a great way of looking at it as well. And I'm already getting emotional reading Bobby Firmino's interview saying that I'm trying to focus on the game against Aston Villa, but after the game I will cry 100%. Firmino already knows he will be very emotional leaving Liverpool. I mean, it's such a huge part of his career, and he became a world-class player, winning every trophy. He is the Liverpool's iconic false number 9, Bobby Firmino. And I'm really looking forward to listening the Si Senor Bobby Firmino will score song during the Liverpool-Aston Villa game. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. And Firmino has forever written himself into Anfield folklore, into a Liverpool legendary status. He captured the imagination of so many Liverpool fans, the joy, the heart, the soul that he played football with, the smile on his face. I will forever remember Bobby Firmino, and he has had some amazing seasons with Liverpool. And Firmino said, I'm very proud for everything that I've done here with Liverpool, what we achieved together and the beautiful history we made together. Maybe one day I could come back, I don't know, but it's time to go. It's the end of an era. Bobby Firmino said, I will miss everything. My teammates, the club, the fans, especially the fans. I love the fans. They have supported me a lot throughout these 8 years. I'm so proud of what we achieved here together. And it is time, unfortunately. The cycle here is ended. I understand. It is time to go. The big question is, where will Bobby Firmino go? I really, really hope that he goes to somewhere like at a big club. AC Milan, I would love to see him there, or AS Roma in Italy, or Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid in Spain. I really want Bobby Firmino to go to a big club with a passionate fan base, because I think that will serve him correctly for his individual talent. And I still want Bobby Firmino to play in a big league for important things, and hopefully he can have a great last part of his career. Bobby Firmino, thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you have done at Liverpool. And also Naby Keita, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, thank you as well for your part, your contributions. And what is actually surprising to me is that for the Liverpool players to have at least 50 wins in their career as Liverpool players, Naby Keita and Allister Chamberlain has the best win ratio of 73 and 71% of all Liverpool players who at least had 50 wins. 50 career wins as Liverpool players. Better than Virgil van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Alisson and Salah. It's absolutely amazing. You know, Naby Keita and Allister Chamberlain, it's time for them to go as well because they have been pretty injury prone. If they were fully fit players for like 80% of their time at Liverpool, I would keep them both because they are brilliant players. It's time for them to go, and James Milner just decided to keep playing football, so good for him as well. Good luck to him as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a lovely Saturday, and come on Liverpool, let's win our last game of the season at Anfield and keep the top 4 hopes alive. See you later, guys. Goodbye.